Kipo is the story of a vault girl who got separated from her dad and is now trying to find her way back home. There's mutes everywhere, but I'm not talking about me in kindergarten. We're talking about mutants. This world is Adventure Time meets Thundercats. You know what? Fuck it. It's Thundercat Lumberjacks with dubstep bees, because screw evolution, we got the power of music. Songs everywhere, good ones, man ones, the ones that make you want to cry, the ones you don't personally like, but everyone else insists they're the new gold standard. What else does the show have? Everything. You want the Boondocks? It's got one. You want Bender? It's got Bender. You want merchandise? We got your fucking merchandise right here. You want inclusivity? We got teams so inclusive, they cut out the white people. That offends you? It's okay. They made the Blasian purple so you can pretend she's Caucasian. That offends you? Piss off. You want a gay character to look up to? Check out Benson. He's black, a musician, and he likes men. He is a true triple threat. But come on, let's get this show on the road already. Cactus Town. In a western town, they meet Joan fucking Jett playing a snake, and you pretend to know about guitar music. We start with a flashback. Purple person Kipo has spent her whole life underground. That sucks. But Lee from The Walking Dead is here to play the guitar and fulfill the network quota of 1 DILF per show. That was Kipo then, this is Kipo now. These are her friends. These are your favorite characters. This is a giant cat in plaid riding a giant flea out for revenge. He's basically Wolverine. Benson and Bender are rethinking their life decisions because holy shit, that's a giant footprint. Everyone is gonna die. Wolf knows this, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, take a hood-sized guess. Kipo wants his jacket. Wolf doesn't think the cats can pass a stealth check. The street rats want to leave to keep on living, but too late. Snakes are here. Meet Joan fucking Jett, the singer you know from that one Shrek song. Yum Yum Steve Blum used to date Joan Snakeface, so they start fighting. Did I make up that first one? Yes. But you can see it. Kipo crew abandons the cats to live. Dave lost a leg, but fuck Dave. Shove a spike in the stump and make him suffer with every step. Jesus Christ, guys, I was just exaggerating. He isn't that bad. Enough about that, we have gerbil groupies to deal with. How does it factor into the plot? It doesn't. Wolf is trying to keep Kipo's dumbass alive, and she makes that really difficult when she's trying to befriend every person trying to kill her. Now listen to Dave's cries of pain. It sounds like metal. That justifies torture. Snakes and Kipo are friends now? Thank you. Rock and roll. Snakes take them to the 8 Titans hiding place. Benson and Dave try to dip, but then Kipo gives them the option to leave, shaming them into staying. Queen Kong is asleep. Better make a lot of noise and attack it. Kipo found her dad's lucky guitar pick. The fighting begins. The shame finally kicked in. This fight is bananas. Kipo again says no to violence and steals the snake's guitar, which she starts playing. It tames the beast. Wolf nearly kills the moment. Then the perfume collar does it instead, drugging the monkey and causing it to run away. The episode is almost over. Kipo got a can of tuna from Yum Yum. Now it's over. The Astronomers in Turtlenecks, featuring the Wu-Tang Wolves, and Wolf relives traumatic memories while Kipo runs into an old frog. Flashback to Jamak the Frog, escaping from being bunny napped, only to get cut out of the mob. He wanders the world as life shits all over him. Title card. Ditching pubs for convenience stores, but the team keeps coming up empty. Best way to find humans is to observe their surroundings. Wolf is dogmatically against going to the wolves who control the telescope, but friends. Not sure how she keeps getting roped into these situations. Wolf tries to turn the Kipo crew into a pack and establish dominance, only to lose it as she is an 8-year-old girl. Heading to see the stars, meet the Newton Wolves, science-themed wolves who get tricked into thinking this idiot is the alpha, because Dave just screams Chad. They agree to let the humans use their telescope after dinner and a show. Also, for all the rap fans out there, here's Jiza. Not impressed by old people rapping, Kipo decides to sneak out to use the telescope, leaving Wolf with wolves ready to wolf down Wolf. Wolf pictures hang in the hall, plus another music shout out. In the observatory room, she gets a bit too ahead of herself, with the flamingo thing outing the dog as working for the main villain, Scarlemagne. Looking around the room, she discovers the frog, Jamak. He blames the teen for ruining his life, so then she frees him. Sneaking back after forgetting to do the thing she snuck out to do, tries to make amends with the emotional nerve that is Wolf. Noon Clan now knows the truth that she let out the frog, and taking one for the pack, Wolf leaves the mutes away, and everything starts looking like anime. Lights go out, and Monster Eyes, Yep, turns out having purple skin wasn't just an artistic flair, which means she's always had purple skin and no one's ever commented on it. That is kind of weird. Using the training from earlier to guide her friends in the dark, they win, use a telescope, find a clue, then throw it away. Ratland. We see a pretty accurate Disney ripoff. Kipo reads the wrong signals, and Wolf makes a groaner decision. Worried that you haven't had enough classical music in your life? Don't worry, that's what cartoon villains are for. Because nothing screams villain like powdered wigs and 1700s British people. This is the main show's villain, Scarlemane. He's crazy and great, with sweat that can mind control other primates. He wants to build a slave army out of humans so he can conquer the world. British upper class with slaves. That's not on the nose in the slightest. Just gotta say, he is lucky the human he uses to show off his power is white. Else this would be a real shit show. But we'll come back to this monkey. Over with the heroes, they are looking at clue Kipo's dad left her. She has no idea what it means other than it's the measurement of a parsec. Math fails to bring any answers, so screw it. Time to celebrate Kipo's birthday. Wolf doesn't have a birthday, so she'll share Kipo's. The group splits up to get birthday presents. Window shopping is out, so stealing is the new norm. Wolf is walking by the parsec shop. Yeah, you've already figured it out. Benson uses the power of cheese to summon Uber, taking them to Ratland, the least scummy place on Earth. Kipo is enjoying her time with Benson. She's a girl, he's a guy. TV and movies say this has to be romantic. Kipo's into it. Then, likes men Ben tells her he's gay, and it's okay. He'd date himself too. Flamingos attack. Kipo's in a hairy situation and her body is going through changes. Escaping that mess, the big kids decide to keep the whole fur thing a secret. Elsewhere, Dave has died again, and Wolf has found a map Kipo's dad left so that she can find him. What do you think Wolf is going to do with this information? Because forget everything you just thought. She's keeping it for herself because she doesn't want Kipo to leave her.
Here, please hit me as hard as you can.
Oh my god, this is Aang all over again. Mulholland, that one with the dream sequences. This story begins like all great stories do, Pokemon, Digimon, 95% of MMOs, with our characters wandering around just waiting for the plot to find them. And find them it does. Because it turns out that funny taste in the water fountain wasn't spit, it was yogi flavored. This is a water bear who sounds like he does sleep meditation videos.
Massage. I also make a really neat pineapple upside down cake.
He puts all of them to sleep, giving them visions of their ideal worlds. For Benson and Dave, it's a non-stop party, teen boys included, the pig dreams of cheese puffs. Those are the gag ones though. The important stuff is with Wolf and Kipo. Wolf dreams of a world where she's a ripped 90s macho action hero, running around being a badass with Kipo as they refuse to talk about their feelings. On their side of the pond, Kipo dreams about being with her dad again, only for her supposedly deceased mom to make a reappearance. Kipo is able to get closure about her mutant powers because her mom has the same thing. They experience racism from normal people, but after giving one inspiring speech, they are able to end racism forever. Meanwhile, Wolf is getting hit hard by symbolism, as the guilt goat forces her to own up to the fact that she hid the note. But when Kipo doesn't care, Buff Girl realizes this is all fake and is able to wake up, bringing the comedy duo out as well, and apparently Bender knew the whole time that this was all fake. Kipo gets her wake-up call and realizes everything was going so well in her life that none of this must be true. Forcing herself awake, the water nightmare flushes himself away into season 2. Wolf comes clean, Kipo gets mad, all is forgiven, because this is bin culture and no one has time for drawn-out drama. Twin Beaks. The skip episode. It's filler about helping jazzercising raccoons fight off a giant pigeon, where the only meaningful thing to happen is that Wolf now has to deal with the fact that she hates half of Kipo. This begins with Joker furry Scarlemane putting a bounty on Kipo's head. None of this will be relevant this episode. Back to our regular scheduled filler, Kipo is still keeping her mute side a secret from the gang. Wolf is a bit mute phobic and probably won't take it well. They discover a lunchbox that Kipo's dad left, which they then proceed to lose in a giant trash pile. As they go looking for it, they stumble upon Club Raccoon, where 80s workout videos went to die. These people are actually nice and agree to help them out. During all of this, Benson is dealing with the horrifying reality that his life may have peaked in his dreams and spends the whole episode in a rut. The gang finds out this group of yahoos were getting picked off by a pigeon. Having accepted their fates, the humans have to show them how to fight for themselves, which is plot cliche number 445, tricking them into fighting back. Found the high again Benson realizes he needs to work for the applause for it to mean anything. Kipo got the lunchbox back, which was on the back of a bird's ass. Yeah, that's the thing that happened. Turns out it was half a pair of 3D glasses, revealing the hidden sign for where the backup bunker is. But then we have to deal with the mute reveal thing, and how Wolf takes it poorly on account of her trauma. Benson runs off to be a voice of reason, while Kipo has a date with a frog. Mute Eat Mute World. Man, why does the show hate the silent people? Jamak starts his redemption arc, you know, that thing people keep yelling at you to care about. Well, we also get a flashback to Wolf's home life. Fun times. Story begins on Cloud 9, where Jamak thinks he's finally hit it big and get back the respect he lost after losing his tie. Meanwhile, Kipo is more concerned about her fight with Wolf and figures Jamak isn't that big of a threat anyway. Down on the ground, Benson is trying to get Wolf to open up, but between skunk bikers and an inability to verbalize her complicated feelings towards mutes, we're forced to go into flashback mode, where we find out what Wolf's deal is. See, she was taken in at a young age by wolves. This snooty upper class pack were not that welcoming to the little human. The only one of her adopted siblings she could connect with was the standard Shubik, or the short, chubby, nice character that writers are obsessed with creating when writing backstories. Because they can never just be a normal friend, they need to be an outcast to want to be friends with the hero. Wolf eventually earned her family's love, then they tried to eat her. Even the nice one. There, now you know Wolf's baggage. Back up in the sky, Jamak is wishing for death.
Ran off after everything we'd been through. We faced a mega monkey, fought a two-beaked bird, braided each other's hair. Okay, we haven't braided each other's hair, but it's gonna happen. And now she's willing to throw all those good things away just because, well...
Then his former lackeys come in and try to take Kipo from him. Things get crazy with plenty of aerial acrobatics. Kipo embarrasses Jamak by standing up for him. Working together, they escape to the ground and into some tunnels, reigniting some of Jamak's old trauma. Kipo thinks he's pathetic, choosing to save him. Walking in the dark, the frog realizes Kipo is part mute, so they take a quick 5-minute therapy sesh, where Jamak recommends giving Wolf time to adjust, then undercuts this by recommending she use force. And then he still tries to take her to Scarlemagne. Running away, she arrives just in time to help out Wolf in a regular episode of Animal Kingdom's Most Wanted, and out of nowhere, Jamak is back, discreetly placing bunny fur on everyone, summoning the Mega Bunny, and has to escape with the humans as the hummingbirds nuke the area. Bad guy gone good Jamak lets the humans go, emotional catharsis for Kipo and Wolf, who acknowledge how much they care for each other. Well, for closure, Scarlemagne gets a message from a dubstep bee, and now plans to use Kipo to lead him to the human burrow. Ugh, this will not end well. Beyond the Valley of the Dogs, the season finale that feels like a mid-season cliffhanger. More flashback to the bunker attack, where Kipo's dad seems to know the giant monkey and is barely able to make it back to the safe zone. Captain Von Punchface is here to be an asshole and reveal that there's a second bunker, meaning Lee over here threw his daughter into the sewer for nothing. Whoopsie. Kipo calls in the Lumbercats to borrow their flea. I don't know what the giant mute rules are for this world, but it's playing fast and loose with them. Jumping around the giant mutts, Dad pops his head above ground to see what's going on. After landing more or less where they need to be, we get a touching family reunion. Downside, we get to see where the Vaulters have set up shop. Kipo reunites with some classmates. Also, this is Asher. They're non-binary. How do I know this? Twitter. The place creators go to drop info that they are either too lazy or too scared to put in the actual show. People are surprisingly accepting of mutes. Ben gets a crush on Dimple Boy over here. McPunchface continues to be a jerk, but we're gonna ignore that. Kipo wants to ask her dad about her being a mute when Scarlemagne attacks and causes a cave-in. Kipo hallucinates this. That gets another cat power-up, and surprise, her dad knew about it, but they'll have to wait to talk about that. They have a community to fail to save. Hormones told me to Benson is already willing to die for his crush, but Dave is finally able to get past his erectile dysfunction to help out, till someone points out how well he's doing. Kipo is going ham on some flamingos, which is awesome here, but gets me thrown out of the petting zoo. Scarlemagne comes flying in on a flamingo in a pink car while playing piano, baller move. Leo Oak, that's his real name by the way, calls a mandrill Hugo, so they have a history. Kidnapping the humans and Kipo, Wolf is heartbroken before starting to give a great speech about how they're going to get her back, perfectly setting up season 2.
We're going after them.
And Kipo's back. Okay, I guess Kipo gets the final line then. Oh guys, I love this show. Kipo is just great. If you haven't seen Kipo already and actually watched all the way through this video, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but thanks for watching. But you should really go watch on Netflix right now. Season 2 is out, it's even better than the first. I think the animation's a bit lower quality, there isn't that many like holy shit scenes, but the emotional punches hit way harder. Thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it. I wish you all subscribe, stay honest, peace out Sarcastic fans.